Cassie, you're off work this coming Saturday, right?
Hey, Robert. Yeah, why?
This Saturday is Mom's 60th birthday. I was thinking we should throw a party at our place. Let's celebrate big.
Wait, what? A party for Mary's birthday? Here?
Why so surprised? It's no big deal, right?
You mean I'll have to cook, right?
Of course.
I'm not really up for it.
Why not?
Remember the last time I cooked for her? She hated it. That was pretty rough.
Oh yeah, I remember. But this time it'll be different. I'm sure Mom will love it.
But are you sure? Wouldn't it be easier to just go out to eat?
Eating out is a hassle and expensive. Plus, homemade food is the best. It's heartfelt and she'll be impressed.
But it's not easy to prepare everything by myself. Will you help me too?
Why would I help you? Cooking is a woman's job, right?
But
Don't worry, it'll be fine. You worry too much. Mom's not that strict.
last time, she said even a dog wouldn't eat this food. I'm afraid that might happen again.
Yeah, she was harsh for sure.
You can laugh, but I was really shocked.
Don't worry, she won't say that this time.
But I'm still worried, and I need to clean up the place before inviting guests.
You clean the house all the time, don't you? There's nothing to worry about.
But she also said, I can't believe you're having dinner in such a dirty house. I just can't forget that day.
I'm sure it won't be a problem if you clean it nice and tidy the day before.
Then, will you do the cleaning?
Cleaning is your job, right?
So you want me to do everything?
You know what? It's your husband's mother's birthday. Don't complain about cooking and cleaning.
I'm not complaining.
Anyway, I'll call and invite Mom.
Oh, you've already decided?
Yep, you're fine with it, aren't you? There's no point in arguing.
You're so pushy.
Alright, we're having a party at our place this Saturday.
Oh, man.
Hey, Cassie. You've done a terrible thing.
What? Robert, what's happened all of a sudden?
I just got a call from Mom. She said she threw up after eating your awful food.
You mean the food I served at her 60th birthday celebration yesterday?
That's right. Did you maybe put something weird in the food?
I would never do that. Besides, you ate the same thing and you were fine with it, right? Did you think it was bad too?
I thought it was tasty, but if Mom says it's bad, it's bad.
Oh no. Maybe she's just saying that to harass me.
Oh, come on. Are you trying to say that Mom is lying?
Not exactly.
You're a housewife. Can't you even cook a decent meal? Her birthday celebration was ruined because of you.
If you keep blaming me, why didn't you help?
Cooking is a woman's job. Don't blame me for not being a good wife.
Your way of thinking is old-fashioned. Married couples should support each other.
I work hard as a husband to earn our living.
I work full-time at the same company. Plus, I do all the housework. It's just not right.
But Mom says men aren't supposed to do housework. She's right, of course.
Are you still saying that? Only a few men think housework is a woman's job these days. You and Mary are both too old-fashioned. Wake up, for God's sake.
Are you denying Mom?
You're not normal. Even at the wedding, you two complained about my dress, and I ended up wearing one I didn't like at all.
All the dresses you picked were just lousy. Like trash. You have terrible taste.
You talk about me in a horrible way. When are you really going to change?
Huh? You're the one who needs to grow up. When you catch up to our level, we'll listen to you.
What's with that superior attitude?
I'm in a better position than you, so it's only natural for me to speak from the top.
Married couples are equal. Besides, before we got married, you told me that you would put my opinion before your mother's.
I changed my mind.
Why?
Because Mom said you were crazy. You can't cook, you have strange hobbies, and you have terrible taste. How can I listen to someone like that?
You still have to put me first. Oh my. If this is how it's going to be, why didn't you just have the food for the 60th birthday celebration at a restaurant?
I told you eating out would be too expensive.
It's your precious mother's birthday. It doesn't matter if it's expensive. Plus, I didn't even get to eat because I was busy cooking, cleaning, and tidying up.
You've been gaining weight, like a pig lately, so a little bit of food should be enough.
You're rude. You even took the liberty of opening a bottle of wine I've had for a long time. I saved it for a special occasion, but you two emptied it out together. It was an expensive bottle of wine my best friend gave me. That's too much.
I'm sorry you couldn't drink a drop of it. Seriously, it was so good that it was empty before I knew it. But you should be thanking me and Mom, right?
Why should I thank you?
They say drinking makes you fat. We saved you from that by drinking it up for you.
You know, how lousy is that? Besides, she refused the gift I gave it to her. I knew she wanted a good cooking pot, so I bought one. But she told me it's too big and heavy to bring home. Are you trying to make me an outcast?
I'm sure it's just your bad taste.
That was the newest version that she wanted.
She must have changed her mind. You should understand.
But don't you think it's too rude to the person who bought it? I wanted to get along with her, but I think I give up.
Who do you think you are? You're just a wife. Even the tickets for the trip to Hawaii, Mom booked them for us. Don't complain.
That's another thing. I just wish she wouldn't do things that hurt others' feelings.
It's really tedious. It's your own fault that Mom disapproves of what you say and do.
You wouldn't take my side after I told you those things. Well, it doesn't matter now. I have my own ally.
Huh, who the hell is this ally? You have some imaginary friends? You're lucky to have such an imagination.
That sucks. That's enough. Hey, Cassie. Is this a good time? Hello, Mary. I'm at work right now. What is it? I need to talk to you about my 60th birthday celebration the other day. Oh, about that. What the heck was your cooking? Well, I tried my best to make it, but it didn't suit your taste. I'm sorry. It was more than just not good. I've never had such bad food before. I suggested we go out to eat, just in case you said something like that. But Robert rejected the idea. Huh! You were going to cut corners, weren't you? It may be cutting corners, but if things go like this, making everyone feel bad, I think it would have been better to eat out. That's no excuse. Why don't you learn a little more about cooking? Thank you for your advice. It was a really bad dish. The seasoning was totally off, and the presentation was awful. That is indeed like parent and child. I am impressed. Huh? What about me and Robert? He told me exactly the same. Like it tasted bad, blaming me that I can't even cook a decent meal. Because it's true. You almost put me in the hospital. What a mess I had to go through. I'm sorry about that. Can I go now? I have work to do.
Wait! The main issue is just getting started.
Huh?
The cooking pot you sent me yesterday. I need you to do something about that.
What do you want me to do with it?
It's too big and takes up too much space. Just come and pick it up right now.
What? I gave it to you as a birthday present.
I didn't need it after all.
But you did say that you wanted the latest model of that, right?
Well, I was in the mood for that at the time. On second thought, we have many cooking pots. I should have asked you the newest vacuum cleaner.
That's too selfish.
Anyway, it's an eyesore in my house, so you'll have to come and get it.
But I can't. I'm at work right now.
Don't make excuses. It's not much of a job anyway, is it? Come here right away.
Then I'll go get it. During my lunch break.
Please do so. I'll be waiting for you.
Hey, Cassie. Mom just told me. She said you're in the hospital. I heard you fell down the stairs at my parents' house.
That's right. I broke both my legs.
What? You broke your bones? You're kidding, right?
I wouldn't say that as a joke.
How did you get hurt that badly? Oh, I get it. You're like a big fat ball. You slipped on the stairs and just tumbled all the way down, didn't you?
It's not funny. It really hurt.
Then why did you fall?
Your mother pushed me down from the second floor.
Huh? Bullshit. You're such a jerk. Don't say that even as a joke. And why were you at my parents' house?
She called me to come and get the cooking pot I gave her as her 60th birthday present because it was in the way.
So you fell down the stairs with a big cooking pot in your arms. Fat people tend to lose their balance. And you blame Mom like she pushed you? Huh, you're such a disgusting liar.
Why don't you believe me? I have proof.
Proof? If you can show me, show me. Wait, what the hell?
You can tell by her voice, can't you? It's Mary's voice. It's the audio of the moment she is pushing me down.
Seriously? But why do you have this audio? You're too prepared. You set up all this, didn't you?
Mary's been bad-mouthing me too far, so I've been recording this as some proof since I arrived at her place.
You're too scary. You're going to sue her?
Yes. I said I have someone who supports me, remember?
Is this person for real? Not imaginary?
Of course.
But the police don't have time to listen to your complaints.
Oh, they will, because this is a case of assault.
Is it? But we are one happy family going to Hawaii next week together. They wouldn't see any reason for her to push you off.
Oh, she has a reason. She says something like this. We're going on a trip to Hawaii, but having an outsider in our family makes it less exciting.
That's true.
Even you say things like that?
From Mom's point of view, you are a stranger, not even related to her by blood. But that doesn't mean that she pushed you down. And if she did, she should have a good reason.
That's no reason to push someone down, no matter what.
She's a human being. She makes mistakes.
You call it just a mistake?
You can't judge other people, right? Besides, she drove you to the hospital, didn't she? Oh, that's very kind of her. You should be grateful.
She is the one who pushed me. Taking me to the hospital can't make it up. Besides, she left as soon as I was taken to the doctor.
You ask too much. She spent her precious time with you. That's enough.
Are you insane? She doesn't even know I have broken legs.
She thought I would tell her, In fact, I just told her that.
That's not what I'm talking about. Fine. I can't get anywhere talking to you anymore. I'm in the hospital until the day after tomorrow.
Huh? Then where's my food?
Who would care?
Huh? You're so incompetent that you don't even do women's work.
Cassie, you're surprisingly frail, aren't you? Breaking bones just from falling down the stairs or something?
How can you say something like that?
You broke both your legs, didn't you? Aw, poor thing. You're going to be in a wheelchair for a while.
Robert told you about it, didn't he?
Oh, he was stunned. He said it must have been because you were fat that you fell. I almost laughed when you fell. You were rolling down like a balance ball.
You pushed me off, and you say like that? Seriously? You don't have any humanity?
Oh, I didn't do it on purpose. I couldn't help it. My hand slipped.
What do you think I am? I don't ever want to see your face again.
Just as well. We're going on a trip to Hawaii in a week. But you know, you can't with your legs like that.
Then you did it to keep me from going on the trip to Hawaii?
I'm sorry for the pain I caused you. But I had no choice. I was looking forward to our trip to Hawaii, but with you, it would have been ruined. So you'll have to stay in your hospital bed.
Oh, I'm happy for you. Things went according to your plan.
My plan? Don't say it like that. Well, I'm going to have fun for you. You take your time recovering from your injury.
I don't think you can enjoy the trip.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you really think you can enjoy your trip after hurting someone else?
Don't talk to me like that. Well, now I'm feeling good, so I can forgive your rude way of talking.
Hey, Dad. I'm sorry you couldn't come on this trip with us. We just got to Hawaii a little while ago. It's warm, the sky is blue, and it's great.
Hi, John. I'm sorry you had to work on such short notice. It's too bad. It was our first family vacation in a long time. I'll buy lots of souvenirs for you, darling.
Don't come home again.
Huh? What's wrong, darling?
What's the matter, Dad? You scum. How could you go to Hawaii after injuring Cassie? What are you talking about, Dad? She fell and hurt herself.
That's right. And you would have come too if you didn't have to work on short notice, right?
That's a lie.
Huh? What do you mean?
Cassie told me what you guys did. She told you that Mom pushed her down the stairs? You admit it, but there's more. You were snubbing Cassie when I wasn't looking, weren't you, Mary? It's disgusting to put down a dish someone made for you.
Where did you get such an idea? I would never bully her. Well, I may have said some harsh things from time to time, but that was just to make her a good wife. I did it for her sake.
Huh, don't make excuses. Besides, I know what you said about the wedding dress. You didn't let her wear the dress she liked. I heard you forced her to wear the dress you chose.
Wait, how do you know all that? She talked ill of me, didn't she? Oh, what a lousy woman.
I just heard the story. When she told me about that, I asked her if I could do anything for her. But she told me to wait. She didn't want to risk damaging our relationship in the future. And she said she would try her best to get along with you on her own.
Oh, I know she was just pretending to be nice. Anyway, it was her mistake that she fell down.
That's right. You shouldn't believe a word that she says, Dad. Come on, admit what you've done and be sorry.
Darling, we've just arrived in Hawaii. Don't ruin our pleasure with such a story. You know how much we were looking forward to it. Why are you doing this to us?
Because I have to.
Forget about that fake stories of that woman. And believe in the words of your wife, who has been with you for many years.
I can't do this. I'm at my limit. I've decided on a divorce.
What? Why so suddenly?
I've been thinking about it for a long time. Besides this case, you always made fun of people, looked down on them, and laughed at them. I hate to see that. I hoped you might change as you got older, but you never did.
Wait a minute. Let's talk it over once.
No matter how much we talk, I would never change my decision. Besides, Cassie seems to be preparing for divorce. Huh? Even Cassie? Why? Can't you understand that too? It's because you don't listen to her and take your mother's side. That's because Mom is always right. You really haven't grown up either. Just as Cassie told me. Your mother committed a crime this time. Wait, you're not going to file a police report against her, are you? I've already filed a damage report.
You're kidding me, darling. Why would you?
You injured someone. It's the consequence you get. Don't tell me you've been listening to Cassie's story. Then that ally that she was talking about, was it you, Dad? I don't know about that, but at any rate, you two are divorced, and you both have to pay alimony. And the police will get you, Mary. You won't be able to go sightseeing in Hawaii. Oh no, what are we going to do? Just deal with it on your own.
Oh no.
After that, Robert and Mary hurried back from Hawaii. They got down on their knees and apologized to John and me, but of course, there was no way we would forgive them. I divorced Robert and John divorced Mary. After the divorce, Robert had to quit his job. Since we worked at the same place, there were bad rumors about the cause of our divorce, and he was too embarrassed to stay at the company because of it. After resigning, he desperately looked for a new job, but he couldn't find anything decent. Now, he's living in extreme poverty, working part-time jobs. Mary had a very hard time after leaving John and tried many times to get back together with him, but he ignored her. Eventually, she was arrested by the police and is now spending her life in prison. All the relatives hate her, so nobody will be waiting for her after she gets out. She's miserable in her old age, but she deserves it. I have fully recovered from my leg injury and have returned to work. I'm free from the stress now, and I spend a pleasant life every day.
Hey Arya, I saw you at a live concert today. Oh really? You were at the concert too? No way. I just happened to be passing by. Don't put me with you who like such trashy things. It's terrible to call them trashy. They're a world-famous rock band. It's a miracle that I won the ticket lottery today. Whatever. I didn't contact you to discuss that. Oh, I see. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Well, it's fine if you were single, but you are a married woman now. Getting caught up in some stupid band like that, it's just a waste of money. I'll take care of your finances starting today. What? Why? What's this all of a sudden? Seriously? Still having a personal bank account after marriage is odd. If you're married and running a household, it's normal to hand over all your money to your husband. That's what being a wife means. Even so, I'm working too. We share expenses from a joint account, and we both pay out a set amount. Anything else we earn, we use individually. We decided on it together. Shut up! You're an idiot, so just listen to what I say. Also, following your logic, Entrusting the finances to you is just as strange. It would make sense if it were entrusted to my husband, but my son is busy with work, so I will handle all the financial stuff. But having someone take over my finances all of a sudden feels a bit uncomfortable. I might need money unexpectedly too. That's how you plan to waste your money, right? The last time I was at your house, you had a whole shelf full of CDs. It's such a waste. I just collect CDs of bands I like. See? You just waste your salary on things you enjoy and being dependent on my son, right? It's not like that. It's only my hobby. So I'm not spending my salary on anything else. If it's music, why don't you just stream online? That's what all people do these days. But there's something special about buying CDs and supporting the band, you know? The joy of listening to live performances is a whole different experience as well. I'm telling you, that's just a waste. It's just a hobby. I don't win ticket lotteries often, so I don't go to concerts all the time. I'm not throwing tens of thousands into it. And hey, I'm saving money too, you know? Saving money is just what you do as a responsible adult. Why are you acting so proud? Sell those CDs on the shelf now, and I'll handle that money too. Oh, and make sure to bring the receipts. Trying to trick me won't work, okay? Are you really going to go that far? I don't want to sell them. They all have sentimental value. You've been wasting all the money, and I'm going to make sure you get it back. Get it back? Yes, it's only fair. The money you wasted originally belonged to my son. Think of it as returning it with a little interest. But I bought it with the money I earned myself. Like I said before, we have separate living expenses. Besides, CDs don't sell for that much, you know? They're just regular CDs you can get at any store. If you're expecting a high price, forget it. It's not happening. Oh my God. Is it not worth the money? Jesus Christ. I seriously can't believe this. You mean you've been buying all this garbage? Eleanor, you're kinda scary. You collecting and enjoying garbage is way scarier. Lining up garbage on the shelves and enjoying it? Is something wrong with you? It's not garbage. I just love the bands and I'm supporting them. You are insane. High schoolers only love that kind of music. You're an adult, a married woman, and you still like that kind of vulgar music? It's proof that you're immature and unintelligent. That's terrible. What? Got a problem with that? If you disobey me, then divorce my son. Don't talk about divorce. I don't want that. Then you should listen to me. You're too stupid to manage finances. It's true that I'm not very smart and I have my flaws, but it hurts my feelings to hear you talk like that. Well, this is the truth. Just shut up and do as you're told. Hand over your bank book and card. From now on, I will provide you with the money you need if you give me a valid reason, okay? But no more attending concerts and buying CDs. Only buy practical things, got it? Does that mean starting now? Of course! I don't want you to waste any more money. And sell your CDs as soon as possible. Sell it online or something. And try to sell it for as much money as you can. Otherwise, I'll make sure my son divorces you. I understand. Please, don't get mad at me. Good. I need about $70 for a company party this weekend. What are you talking about? Spending money on a party is a waste. It's not a waste, it's important. A colleague I've been with since the company started is retiring. It's a farewell party. So what? We've supported each other all this time, so it's only natural I want to go. Huh? Spending money for someone who's leaving is pointless. But I've already told them that I'll go. Then just cancel. I won't cancel. I really want to go. Well then, how about selling those trashy band goods of yours for money? What? Do you think you can fool me? You sold most of the CDs in your house, but you still have some t-shirts and hats and stuff left over. How did you know that? I checked when I was at your house last time. I believe they were autographed stuff. That's supposed to fetch the most money, but you haven't sold it yet. Those are really important to me. I can't let it go. Well then, you can't go to the party. I won't give you any money for that. But it's my money. I've hardly touched this month's salary. It's in my possession, so it's my money. What are you saying? Don't talk all high and mighty when you're depending on my money. Then how am I supposed to live? I only have about $20 on hand. $20 should be enough for a week. I'll give you another $20 in a week. That's impossible. I won't be able to afford lunch. What are you talking about? Isn't food expenses covered by the joint account? If you pack a lunch, food costs won't be much, right? I've been really busy lately, so I don't have time to pack a lunch. Besides, the only time we share food expenses is in the mornings and evenings, when we both eat together. We've agreed to handle our own lunches. Oh my God! You don't make lunch for your husband? That's a failure as a wife. I can't help it. I'm busy. My husband agrees, so please don't interfere with this. You're not fulfilling your role as a wife, and I won't give money to someone with loose financial sense. If you're going to talk back to me, sell all the things you've wasted money on first. It's weird, no matter how I think about it. Why are you suddenly so strict about money? And the household budget is between my husband and me. Having you manage my finances doesn't make sense. It's because you waste money all the time. You are always buying useless band merchandise. To correct your childish, empty brain, I'm managing your finances for your own good. I'm busy too, but I feel sorry for my son if I don't. So I go out of my way to do it for him. You should be thankful to me. Did my husband ask you to do this? When I asked my husband, he said he didn't know anything about this. So? You can't listen to your mother-in-law? I'll make my son divorce you. If you divorce him, we will demand alimony from you. It'll be around $50,000 from your savings. We'll take it all. What? We're not getting a divorce. But I really can't live like this. Shut up. I won't respond until you reflect on yourself. Wait a minute. I need to ask you something. What? Have you reflected on yourself? What did you do with my savings? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm taking care of your savings. Do you mean withdrawing almost all of it? Am I correct? What are you talking about? I didn't withdraw anything. Oh, then why is the balance in my account only $12? When you started managing my finances, there should have been over $50,000. Don't talk nonsense. I have your bank book and your card. How do you know what the balance is? I received a notice saying my phone bill couldn't be deducted due to insufficient funds. So I rushed to the bank and found that almost the entire amount had been withdrawn from my account. Moreover, it was done gradually over several days, up to the withdrawal limit at ATMs. It was you who withdrew it, right? There's no one else but you. You entrusted me with managing it, and yet you checked with the bank? That's the worst. That's a betrayal against me. That's it. My son will divorce you. The alimony is $50,000 from your savings. That's not an answer. I'm asking you what you did with my savings. Answer me. I don't know. You don't know? So are you saying it was wrongfully withdrawn? Okay, I'll call the police right away. If we check the surveillance cameras at the ATM, we should identify the culprit quickly. Since the culprit visited the ATM multiple times, we should have a clear picture of their face. I'm sure they'll catch the culprit if they recognize the face, right, Eleanor? Calling the police is too much. You are overreacting. I'll check into it. Don't worry about it. $50,000 is missing. I'm not overreacting at all. If you don't tell me the truth, I'll go to the police now. Why would you do such a thing? Are you saying that you'll report me to the police? I'm your mother-in-law. What do you mean? If you didn't withdraw my money, there would be no problem. Is there an issue if I involve the police? No, I have nothing to be guilty of. If you go to the police for something like this, it will cause a fuss. Our relatives would laugh at you for falsely accusing me and turning me into the police. If it's a false accusation, yes. But I'm 99.9% sure that you did it. So I will go to the police. And I'm divorcing my husband. Huh? What are you talking about? You have my bank book and card. But I didn't tell you the PIN. You got the PIN from my husband, didn't you? I don't know anything about that. Oh, really? But he confessed, though. He told me that he gave the PIN to you, and you two planned to split the money that you withdrew. I trusted my husband, so I gave him the PIN number in case of emergency. I guess that was a mistake. I can't tolerate having such a disgraceful husband and mother-in-law, so I've decided to get a divorce. Do you think you can get a divorce that easily? Didn't I tell you that you will have to pay $50,000 for alimony if you divorce my son? That was just something you said on your own. I never agreed to it. In this case, since you caused the divorce, you should be the one to pay the alimony to me. You withdrew all the money from my account without permission, and you lost my trust. Oh my God, you're really stupid. You disobeyed your mother-in-law. That's the reason for the divorce. That's why you're the one paying alimony. If you want, we can go to court. In that case, you'll have to pay court costs on top of it. I'm saying I'll settle for $50,000 if you agree now. That's my kindness. Just so you know, I'm not as stupid as you think. You're a real pain in the ass, aren't you? You've always tried to belittle me, so I played along, acting dumb. I thought it was my job as a wife to be polite to my weak-minded mother-in-law. Excuse me? Who do you think you are? No. You can't win against me even if you try to act tough. You're the one trying to act tough. Don't you know who I am? What? Well, since I'm divorcing your son, I'll tell you. I'm the president of A Studio Music. President? That's right. The band that you used to look down on, and many other bands are from our label. Recently, one of our bands even had a live performance at Addison Square. That's a lie. If that's the case, your salary should be high. Of course. I'm making about $100,000 or more. Then you should have more savings. Being the president and having only $50,000 in savings is pathetic. Did you think that was my total savings? That account isn't for savings. It's an account for daily living expenses. I used it to pay off my phone bill and rent and stuff. Huh? Why do you have $50,000 in an account like that? I find it troublesome to deposit every time, so I put in a bit extra. That's why there's no direct salary deposit. Anyone with common sense would realize it's not a salary account. Well, you probably only looked at the balance. You're an idiot. Are you serious? You started saying strange things suddenly. So just to see, I did what you asked. Well, you can withdraw money with a PIN. But for any changes in my account information, you will need my biometric authentication, so it can't be misused. Of course, you were my husband's mother, so I half trusted you. But I knew this would happen someday. My husband has been acting strange lately too. He seemed nervous and secretive, so I questioned him, and he revealed your plan. I confronted him with the divorce on the spot, and he cried and apologized. He said it was all your idea, and he wasn't at fault. That's what your son says. Is that true? My God! Why did you keep quiet about this for so long? I don't get it. And your attitude is kind of strange too. You were a more humble lady. Being humble won't get you far as a president. I wanted to be loved for who I am, regardless of my title. That's why I kept my business and money matters a secret from my husband and you. I thought both of you cherished me purely as a family. I even appreciated it when you were concerned about my finances. Life with my husband was happy and I was content. But I've cooled off now. Looking back, both of you are disgusting people. I want to divorce as soon as possible and cut ties with both of you. Of course, I'm going to charge you both alimony. Don't say that. I'll return the money. I'll make sure my son returns it too. So what? Even if you return the money now, it won't change the fact that you lost my trust. I can't be family with people like you, even if it's in-law. It's just a mistake. There was a designer bag that I wanted. My son brought this plan to me and I just... Oh, you're blaming your son? He said that you are the one who came up with the idea. Well, the truth doesn't matter. The fact remains that both of you are the worst accomplices. Aria, you have plenty of money, don't you? So don't be stingy. You're a president. You have to be more open-minded. Are you kidding me? I've had enough of your sermons. Besides, even the most open-minded person wouldn't condone a crime. Crime? When did I commit a crime? You took money out of my account without my permission. This also qualifies as theft. It will be handled not only in civil court, but also in criminal court. Don't use complicated words. I don't understand. Don't use difficult terms just because you're a president. Huh? You don't understand both civil and criminal matters? You used to call me unintelligent and look down on me. I guess in reality, you're the one with a weak mind. To put it simply, you and your son pay me $50,000 and then go to the police. What? You're joking, right? I'll pay back the $50,000 in full. Please, don't take us to the police. I'm not joking. Especially in a situation like this, why would I make a joke? You will reflect on your actions properly. I've already reflected enough. Hey, please, please forgive me. I'll never forgive you. I'm sick of my husband, and I'm also pissed off when I remember how you've been treating me. Belittling the band I take pride in as if it's garbage, and calling me childish and empty-brained. I'll never forgive you. All right, I apologize to you, okay? Come on, do something. If I get in trouble with the police, my husband will be furious with me. Do you think he will only get furious with you? What do you mean? If his wife and son become criminals, he will be shocked. It's normal to want to cut ties with such people, isn't it? What? Well, whatever. I'm a stranger now, so it doesn't matter. Goodbye. Please, wait. Please. Please. Please help me. My son and I are really sorry. Arya? Please at least answer me. Please help us. After that, I claimed the stolen $50,000 from them. However, it seemed both of them had quickly spent the stolen money and couldn't pay. So I got divorced and filed a police report. Eleanor, the main culprit, was arrested, and my ex-husband decided to pay me alimony. When the police got involved, my ex-husband lost his job and apparently ran back to his parents' house crying. During his time in custody, his father cut ties with them both, leaving them with no one to turn to. Now, working at a low-wage work day and night, he is paying the alimony. As for me, I changed all my bank account info and PIN, and now I'm living stress-free. With my mentally unstable ex-husband and mother-in-law gone, work seems to be going more smoothly.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.